Hello everyone and welcome to Send You a Message, the Xbox Live show where we answer your questions about all things Xbox.
Yeah, afraid that's not going to happen this week. I mean, look at these questions. It's all secret stuff and unannounced games. I mean, we'd go to prison if we answered half this stuff. I mean, look at this one from Michael Oddgear asking about Halo 4, like that's ever going to happen. So I guess we better wrap things up and then I can, I don't know, go and play golf or something.
Actually, I don't know if you saw, there was a big Xbox showcase last week in San Francisco. They released a bunch of new details on stuff, including Halo 4.
What?
Yeah, so we have a show after all.
Oh, good.
So, Michael, as I was saying there, a wealth of new details on Master Chief's next outing came out of San Francisco last week.
Okay, bye.
343 Industries, the new steward of the Halo series, has released a vidoc.
Vidoc?
Vidoc, whatever, in which the team goes into its vision for the series.
Oh yeah, I did see that. It starts with Master Chief being put into stasis, telling onlookers to wake me when you need me. A bit like King Arthur, if King Arthur was 7 foot tall and covered in green power armor.
343 has said that the story will delve deep into Master Chief's personal story to discover his humanity and what makes him tick.
Okay, prediction cards on the table. I'm going to say it involves Master Chief returning to his hometown to attend the funeral of an old friend, where he reconnects with his high school sweetheart, who is now trapped in a loveless marriage to like 80 flood things.
Okay, I'm going to go with it being anything but that.
All right, you're on.
The theme throughout the video is that this is very much a Halo game, but with every aspect being bigger and better. Master Chief faces a threat beyond anything he's ever faced before, and all the art, sound and music is being done from scratch to lend everything the polish befitting such a huge title.
There have been a few details circulating about the multiplayer as well. The arenas are being created from the ground up and purpose-built for competitive play. The two revealed so far are Warhouse, an abandoned military base with a giant mech under construction in the middle, and Wraparound, a looping arena-style level with plenty of vertical combat.
There will be other parts of the multiplayer as well, according to 343. Your characters will be customizable and have access to weapon loadout and custom classes. There are also rumours that the game is to feature a leveling and unlock system similar to that seen in games like Call of Duty.
343 has also said that there are overlaps between the story of the single player and the multiplayer, with Frank O'Connor saying that they've come up with a fairly convincing reason for Red Spartans to fight Blue Spartans.
Fairly convincing.
Yeah, he doesn't seem totally sure of that, to be honest.
Well, the main thing we're taking away from the vidoc,
Stop it.
is that the franchise is in good hands. We'll find out for sure holiday 2012, but expect to see a lot more on Halo 4 before then on Inside Xbox. Okay, the next question is from Jordan Nichols, who wants to know if there's any news on Assassin's Creed 3.
Now Assassin's Creed 3 is Ubisoft games, so there's no way there was any info on that at the Xbox showcase.
Well, there were games from other publishers there, but as it happens, no, there wasn't.
Right, well, if I hurry, I might still be able to make the 3 PM tee off at the links.
Ubisoft did, however, release a bunch of information on the game on Monday off its own back.
Oh, come on!
And a trailer!
Is it one of those trailers that's extremely heavy on exciting scene-setting action, but short on actual gameplay footage or information?
It is, yes, but you can wildly speculate so much from it.
Oh, good.
So the trailer is set in America, specifically Northeast America in 1777, 2 years into the Revolutionary War. You play a new assassin, obviously, as sprightly as Ezio was for 52 in Assassin's Creed Revelations, a 318-year-old assassin was probably pushing it.
Yeah, the new assassin is called Connor, also known as Radun Hagedu, a half-English, half-Native American Mohawk.
Thought you hadn't heard anything about this.
Yeah, I was just trying to get off early.
Alright. The trailer follows Connor as he takes apart a patrol of British soldiers by dual-wielding a dagger and an axe with a blade shaped like the assassin logo. It also shows him free running through the trees with the same casual indifference that Ezio showed to the buildings of Florence. The trailer then ends with George Washington leading his troops into the Battle of Long Island, where it's snowing despite that battle taking place in August, but we'll let that one slide for now.
The meatiest details on the game so far have come from US Games Mag and Exclusives Factory Game Informer, which tells us that the game is set in New York and Boston during the years between 1753 and 1783 and follows Connor as he's raised by his Native American mother. Things are going swimmingly until his home is attacked by white settlers and he resolves to fight tyranny by hitting it with knives, axes and shooting at it with flintlock pistols and bows. We're also promised hunting, changing seasons and major battles with hundreds of combatants on screen at once.
As with the previous Assassin's Creed games, you'll get to experience historical events like the Great Fire of New York and the Battle of Valley Forge firsthand, and bump into historical characters like George Washington, Ben Franklin and Charles Lee, General of the Continental Army, along the way.
Is Ben Franklin going to be like Da Vinci and you get to get electric kites to attack your enemy with?
Apparently not, but that remains to be seen. I'm calling it now though, Connor's going to be the reason the eagle is chosen as America's national symbol.
Yeah, that is definitely going to happen, yes. According to the Game Informer article, the game's creative director Alex Hutchinson said they want to make the current gen look next gen. We have this goal to do something completely new, but still remain true to the franchise. People want that familiarity, but they also want something radically new. So we have the familiar pillars of fighting, navigation and social stealth, but brand new environments and brand new ways to use them and extend them, he added before pricking the interviewer with a poison blade and nonchalantly strolling away as they started to flail wildly at passers-by.
The other intriguing tease is that an Xbox Marketplace product listing has claimed that the game contains 4-player co-op, along with the regular multiplayer. No further details have been given, but we reckon this would most likely take the form of Spec Ops style missions than actual campaign co-op.
Whatever it is, expect plenty more news soon as we get closer to the game's spooktacular release date of the 31st of October.
Judging by his peculiarly archaic turn of phrase, Craig Adams has been flung 100 years into the future, our present, and must now adjust to a world he doesn't understand. Fortunately, he's found solace in the Forza Motorsport series and is keen to know more about the recently announced Forza Horizon.
Yeah, recently announced at the Xbox Showcase, I'm guessing.
Why, yes, it was.
Great.
The truth is that everyone would actually like to know more. Even the trailer is more of a tone piece, a collection of stock footage designed to evoke the game's intended ambience. While we're no longer allowed to share it with you for some reason, it looks to be a cocktail of the infamous Gumball 3000 rally, a cross-country point-to-point race for people with more money than road sense, and Coachella, a musical festival held in the Californian desert.
So what, obnoxious and uncomfortably hot?
Hey, you said it, not me. Forza Horizon isn't a true sequel. In fact, it's not even developed by Turn 10. Instead, the keys have been handed to fledgling British developer Playground Games, a veritable them crooked vultures of racing game stalwarts, who can collectively boast the likes of Project Gotham Racing, Split Second, and Dirt on the previous experience section of its CV.
As safe hands go, Playgrounds are pretty damn reliable, at least in theory, and with Turn 10 confirmed to be working in close collaboration with them, this is as close to a sure bet as things get. The trailer touts an autumnal release this year, so it probably won't be too long before some proper details roll onto the grid.
In other Forza news, Turn 10 has finally reached an agreement with EA to feature Porsche cars in an upcoming expansion pack for Forza 4. EA has the exclusive license to feature the German car makers' vehicles in games, so this is something of a coup for the series.
Yeah, the pack will feature 30 Porsche models, 7 of which are brand new to Forza, as well as 20 new World Tour events and 10 new achievements. The whole shebang will leave you 1,600 Microsoft points lighter when it hits the marketplace on the 22nd of May. Josh Bauman has wisely attempted to come to us for the definitive word on BioShock Infinite's release date after a string of charlatans and imposters palmed him off with conflicting information.
Well, despite what those imitators at AnsaingURQuestionz might have told you.
Actually, what are they telling people? Let's tune in and find out.
Regular viewer Josh Bauman would like to know, when's BioShock Infinite's out?
Oh, he would he? We'd love to tell him, but we've turned into robots!
Oh, this is ridiculous. They're just larking about rather than answering the actual question.
I know, I mean it was quite entertaining, but people just want hard facts delivered in a straightforward manner. Some may say that's tedious, but I disagree.
Yeah, exactly. Now watch how the pros do it, Josh. The official word from 2K Games is that BioShock Infinite releases in the US on the 16th of October, with the rest of the world following suit on the 19th of October.
Rich, compelling, flawlessly professional. Next up, JCP07 is asking about Fable the Journey.
Let me guess, Xbox Showcase?
You betcha. Couldn't move for Fable the Journey news.
Do these people not care about my handicap at all?
Okay, so Fable the Journey is the new Kinect-only Fable game set 5 years after Fable 3. It tells the story of Teresa and a dweller named Gabriel as they trek across Albion towards the Spire, being chased by something known as the Corruption. The demo showed off the 2 main playstyles of the game. First up is the horse riding, where you guide a horse and cart along the journey of the title. The journey's horse is very much like previous Fable games' dogs, in that Lionhead wants you to develop a close relationship with it.
What if, say, for example, random example, someone was banned from forming close relationships with horses, say by a court order or something?
Well, this is a virtual horse, so I think that would be fine.
Oh, excellent news.
Your actions and the way you treat your horse will affect its disposition and the way it reacts to you. Of course, if you want to, you can be awful to your horse as well, but you can fully expect that to negatively impact on your game.
The second mode shown off was the spell casting. This really looks like it'll deliver on the promise of a Kinect-based magic system with surprisingly subtle gesture-based spell casting. Make a small movement with your hand and you'll cast a weaker version of a spell, while a larger motion will give the spell more power. You can also use Kinect's voice recognition technology to boost the spell's effectiveness through speaking words of power.
Your left hand comes into play as well, allowing you to control a tentacle-like magical appendage that can be used to grab enemies and objects or smash things that stand in your way.
Now, while Peter Molyneux may be sadly departing Lionhead to join indie startup 22 Cans, he's still very excited by Fable the Journey, as you can see here.
I think there's genuine surprise at just how wonderfully subtle the magic system is in driving the horse and carriage, is that I think people feel relieved that you don't have to use your whole body to do this thing. You can sit back on your couch and, drink your cappuccino or beer and whilst playing the game. They feel excited that a lot of the things in the game we let you discover rather than tell you about. So that idea that you can just experiment. I love that word, experimentation. That's gone down really, really well. And I think people are relieved that it is a full functional role-playing game as well.
Also on show in San Francisco was Fable Heroes, a new 4-player co-op game that will link up with Fable the Journey in much the same way that the Kingmaker app linked up with Fable 3 and Fable Pub Games linked up with Fable 2.
It's an action hack-and-slash game in the vein of Castle Crashers, where you and 3 friends play as puppet versions of famous Fable heroes like Hero, Garth, Hammer and Reaver. The gold you earn in Heroes will unlock new stuff for you in Fable the Journey, and playing Fable the Journey will unlock new stuff for you in Fable Heroes as well.
Unlocks aside, both games are looking like worthy additions to the Fable franchise and are definitely worth keeping an eye on for fans of the series.
Alan Hollins is known in some circles as a grammatical maverick, bending the conventions of the English language to his will. See, for example, his question, or what we assume is a question, "I like to know is new map to Gears 3. Unfortunately, we can't reward your unique genius with an answer because there isn't one, and I guess that means the show's over, which just leaves time for us to say keep those messages coming in to send you a...
Not so fast, champ. At the recent Xbox showcase...
In a recent Xbox showcase.
What was that?
Look, nothing. I need to pop out some air, all right. Right, where were we?
Right, yes. At the recent Xbox showcase, the latest Gears of War 3 map pack was revealed. Called Forces of Nature, it features 5 maps, 3 of which are brand new. The trio in question consists of Cove, a rundown industrial port, Aftermath, a ruined town with a huge scuppered ship looming large in the background, and Artillery, an abandoned military base. The remaining 2 maps are prettier versions of Gears of War 2 favourites Jacinto and Raven Down.
However, and as the map pack's title implies, these new arenas come with an elemental twist. Midway through battle, an environmental event will be triggered that will either reshape the map or generally make things trickier for all concerned. For Aftermath, it's an earthquake, Artillery gets rocked by a tornado, and Cove is blanketed by a literal fog of war. Meanwhile, Jacinto is in the grip of a storm, and Raven Down enjoys some snow. Joy? Well, as much as one can enjoy a terrible blizzard.
The pack also includes more new characters and weapon skins, including a fetching disco purple Lancer, and adds another 250 gamer scores worth of achievements. It's available from 27th of March and comes in at 800 Microsoft points, unless you're a season pass holder, in which case you don't gots to pay nothing.
Yeah, sounds great. Right, I'm gonna get a cup of tea. Do you want anything?
No, I'm fine, thanks. And that's it for another week's show, but remember, your questions are the words of power that level up our Thoom, so keep them coming into the gamertag sentuamessage, email them via your Amstrad e-dialer to sentuamessage@hotmail.com, post them on our Facebook wall at facebook.com/sentuamessage, or tweet us at sentuamessage. Thanks everyone for watching, we'll see you next time.
Oh no, fire alarm. Guess we'll have to leave and do whatever pre-booked, non-refundable sporting activities we had planned.
Yeah, that was
Bye!
the end. We were done. You didn't have to set off the fire alarm.
Sorry, I can't hear you over this raging blaze.
At least this is still better than Answer Your Questions.
Skyrim DLC. There is no news. Stop. Reverse conga.